perspectives.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our podcast Just Between Us, where you will know everything about IGA Munijoven Scholarship.
Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our today's guest, who is going to talk about the IGA Munijoven Scholarship. In the words of some teachers, as a person, she is high-quality human being, easygoing, very generous and caring, kind, patient, flexible, supportive, always looking to be better and fair. And as a manager, she enjoys her work, very relaxed, always looking for a solution and not lingering in the problems. It's very good working with her, a really good person, and they feel lucky to have her as a manager. She is one of the best managers they have worked with and a valuable person to have around. Please join me in welcoming Miss Berta Wong.
Hello, thank you very much. That was very kind. Very nice. I feel very flattered for what you said. So thank you very much. I really enjoy my job. I really enjoy working with Munijoven. I have to say that being a manager at Munijoven is very easy because teachers are very, very, very committed to the program, and they really give the extra mile. So it's really, even if it's tough because we have a lot of work to do, it is very nice, and it's very it's not hard to work with them. On the contrary, it's really, really easy to working with them because they are always trying to help, always giving their best. So I think we are a great team. That's what I think.
Thank you, Ms. Berta, with being with us. So we want to know, how did the IGA Munijoven Scholarship start?
Well, Munijoven started working with us. Well, Munijoven is a program that has different teaching programs around Guatemala City, and they are always looking for different ideas, for different programs in which they can help young people improve their life, improve by learning new skills so that they can work. And Munijoven and IGA have always had a really good relationship. No, sorry, Municipalidad de Guatemala and IGA have always had a really good relationship. I mean, they have always worked very well together. I mean, they have had different programs together. So this started before I was a coordinator at Munijoven. I was a coordinator at a school when this started. But I know that when they thought about an institution to start the English program with Munijoven, I know that they looked at IGA and said, well, this is a good place to start because they have always they have a really good relationship, and they have been working together in different kinds of programs. So that is how it started. We started teaching one group of 200 people at first. Right now we have two. We have had two groups ever since I started working here with them. I started working with Munijoven. First, I started helping the coordinator back in 2016, 2017. And then I started coordinating the program with another coordinator. We started around 2018. And on my own, I started back in 2019. That was my first year all by myself. And well, now here I am. And I'm in love with the program. I really like it. I've seen lots of people improving their lifestyles and coming back to IGA and asking us to continue studying English because they learned so much in the program that now they have a good job, but they know that they can improve their job, improve their salaries, or change to a different job by learning more English. So I've seen many people having a great lifestyle, better lifestyle by learning English and getting a better job.
Thank you so much for sharing with us this information. I have another question.
Sure.
I know
Tell me.
that many people have studied at this scholarship. Would you mind to share with the audience any successful story related with a student?
I have in my mind like a lot of stories, but I can think about 3 right now. First, I have, well, there is a teacher at IGA. She still works there. She studied English first. She studied in a different scholarship with us when she was a kid. And then she started studying at Unijoven. So she took her 3 courses there, and that was enough for her to start working with us as a teacher. She is a great teacher. I mean, she's a great person, and she's very disciplined and very I don't know. She's a great teacher, you know. She has learned a lot ever since she started working as a teacher with us. But the thing is that Unijoven gave her the last push into teaching, and she has been working with us ever since she finished Unijoven. That's a very good, a very nice story, right? Then I know of this student. I don't know his name. Maybe we can ask Teacher Eduardo. He was Teacher Eduardo's teacher. Sorry, student. And he started with the writing exercises that Teacher Eduardo was working with the group. He started writing stories, and he started with the idea of making a video to go with the stories that they were going to tell in the magazine. And suddenly he was in the filming in the movie business, right? He was making movies, and thanks to the scholarship, he got the English level that he needed to start working at a place that helped him go on with his English studies, and he applied to a scholarship. So he went to the States, and he's studying to being he's studying, I don't know where, I think it's a university. And he's going to be a filmmaker, right? Like a movie maker. And I think that is thanks to Unijoven, because that was again, the last push that he needed in order to keep going with that, right? And then I remember this girl. She had a hard time, because for her it was really hard to learn English. And he passed the first course, but the second course she failed it. Remember that we always had 3 courses, right? 3 levels. She failed the second course, and she was devastated. She was really sad, and she didn't want to keep going because she was very embarrassed to have failed the course. I convinced her into going and doing the second course again, right? So she did, and she passed, and she had a very good grade. So now the second time she learned a lot. And then 3 months later, she came back to IGA, and she told me, Miss Berta, thank you for convincing me, talking me into repeating the course, because now I have a job at IWAT. And she was working at Puerto Barrios. And she was she was doing surveys into this, what are they called? The name, cruise, this big boat that come with tourists into Guatemala, right? And she went into the cruise, and she made she was doing interviews and surveys to the guests, I mean to the tourists that were in the boat, and then I mean that was her job. She had to come back and tell about what she had learned in the surveys and make reports, right? So she had a great job. She loved her job, and she came back to tell me now I'm earning enough to pay for the rest of the courses that I need in order to be better in English. So she came back to IGA and she finished her courses, and I guess now she has a better job because I think she finished all her courses at IGA. And I mean, if you think about it, if she had such a tough time learning English and she had quit, she would have missed that opportunity. But she gave herself the chance to overcome the embarrassment that she felt. That she was really embarrassed. She didn't want to speak, or because remember that back then we had to go to IGA, right? So she saw her classmates going around somewhere else, and she was like, I don't want to see them anymore, right? But she did. She overcome the embarrassment, and she took the second course again, and she passed. And now, for me, that's very brave. That was very brave of her, and now she has a great job. Well, I hope she has a better job now.
Hey, teacher, those stories were really great. I'm sure that will inspire our audience, so thank you for sharing with us. And we want to close with this question. How did you as an institution adapt to the pandemic situation?
Well, you know, I think that our CEO and the people who work very close with her, they are like they are visionaries. I mean, they're always trying to be a step forward. I mean, they try to be ahead of situations. So I think, I mean, when we started in January, hearing about these stories about people getting sick and countries stopping everybody from going to work and telling everybody go home and don't work anymore and we don't want people to go in or out of cities and stuff like that. They said, well, this could come here, so we're going to start. We're going to get ready for this, right? So at first they thought that, oh, that's the way I see it. I don't know if it was like that, but that's the way I saw it at that point. They started with the school, and they told the school teachers to like start getting ready in case they had to teach via Zoom, right? So they started like learning how to use Zoom, and they had some workshops and stuff like that, because they thought, well, probably they will tell the kids at school not to come to school anymore. Remember that IGA has a school, right? And so that was like the first part, but then it started getting bigger, and we saw that people in different places in Europe and in Asia, they weren't going to work, right? They were staying at home. So we have this department called Academic Unit. They are the ones in charge of teaching teachers how to teach. That's exactly what they do, and supervising how they teach. So they started making videos about how to use Zoom and how to teach via internet, like in a Zoom session or stuff like that, and giving them different tools, like different sites and different places where they could find videos and stuff in order to teach, right? And like we were closed like for like maybe 2 weeks when they told us to go home, right, in March. And then after that, well, yeah, and during those 2 weeks, our teachers were sending the students some videos and some exercises so that they could practice, and they wouldn't get behind, right? They were not having classes, but they were still practicing, and they would get videos, listen to the videos, answer an exercise or something, a worksheet, and then maybe taking pictures to the worksheet and sending them back, or sending videos, or sending them like audios through the cell phone. Just that was like the best that we could do. And then when we saw that this was not going to be a month thing, then our teachers got these videos from academic unit and this training so that they could teach via Zoom, and they started doing it like that. IGA even got some license. I don't know if you call it like as a license or a paid Zoom for our teachers so that they could share. Not everybody got one, but eventually IGA started paying for more and more as they could, as good as, I mean, they did the best they could, and they started giving teachers Zoom accounts that were paid, so that they could teach, and that's how we started teaching via Zoom, and our students didn't have to stop learning, right? Of course, Munijoven, being a program that is for some people who maybe they don't have the right tools, maybe they didn't have a smartphone or they didn't have a computer. Some of our students even lost their jobs. Most of our students lost their jobs. No, not most of them, but some of them. Or their families lost their jobs and they had to go to work. So we failed. I mean, we didn't fail. We, sorry, this phone call got me all confused. But we didn't, some of the students had to leave. That's what I wanted to say, sorry. Some of the students had to leave, and that was a big loss for us. It was very sad. But then again, we learned and we got better each semester. And now, well, we can say that we don't have so many students who leave, because thank God we have now more students who have a computer, who have a smartphone, who have access to internet, and they can study with us from home, right? I speak too much, right? But I'm sorry, I'm a teacher. That's what we do.
It's okay, Miss Berta. So thank you for being here and for giving us your time, for sharing your experience in the scholarship and motivating us to become better every day. We are so grateful to you for accepting the invitation to our podcast, and we hope this podcast could help the new scholarship students.
Hopefully it does, and we're really, really proud of you guys, because you're making a great job. We can't wait to see the product of this group of students who have proven to be like really, really good, and you have really good results. So we can't wait to see your success stories. We want to hear from them. So whenever you feel like you have something, or like you have accomplished something thanks to your scholarship, come back and tell us, please, because it makes us very proud. And as you said, it helps us motivate our students. So please feel free to come back and tell us what's going on in your life after the scholarship. Okay, so thanks for inviting me, and that was a really nice meeting. It was a really nice meeting here.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Berta, and thank you for watching our podcast. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye, take care.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.